Oh, good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to the Parks Casino Sportsbook. This is Cuz's Corner, where we love to talk about the weekend's football and all the card. You got everything. It's the sports equinox. The equinox is going on, man. Nothing better than the sports equinox. All four major sports that we love, all in action tomorrow night, right? Like, it's all here, all weekend long. It begins the sports equinox. We got the World Series in baseball, NBA and NHL beginning, and of course, all the pro and college football we want. It's right here, the best time of the year, everybody. And there's no better place to bet it all than with the BetParx Sportsbook online casino app, or right here at the Parks Casino Sportsbook. It is great, man. You got to come in and, hey, every Sunday beginning at noon and Monday nights for the games, it's $1 dog, $3 Miller Lights, $5 Peronis. Andrew, we talk about it every day. We got to do it.
Oh, yeah, we got to do it.
Yeah.
That Peroni and hot dog is calling my name.
I mean, I want to not eat, right? And then Uber up and just get dogs and Peronis.
They get rolled out.
All right, and just watch games until my eyes glaze over. There's nothing better, man. Nothing better, man. It's the greatest. Again, the BetParx Sportsbook online casino has it all. Everything that the brain and I will talk about tonight, you could bet it right there. Plus, there's always another way to win with all the casino games, live dealing, blackjack, and roulette, and all the slots you want. New customers get up to $1,000 casino bonus back if you're down within the first 24 hours. BetParx.com is all the details. Got to be in PA, New Jersey, Michigan, and Maryland. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, let's get it started with my main man. He's the best. Look forward to this every Thursday, where I get to talk sports with my buddy, Brad Feinberg, my man, the Brain. Good evening, Brain.
Great to see you, buddy. How are you? I got to tell you, and I know we were just talking briefly, off air. I mean, gosh, the whole day today.
Oh, it was a bizarre day today, man. It was the
craziest days ever. I mean, I don't even know what you say, what you make of it. It's funny. Anthony, did you see the videos going around? There was one of Terry Rozier and the game where he supposedly bet on or took himself out or whatever. It looked like a 40-year-old playing basketball. I don't know if you saw it.
I saw the video. So they did a mashup of all the Rozier, malaprops in the game, right?
Yeah, right.
And I don't know about you, but one thing came to my mind. And I know you saw the movie, and I know you love the movie, and that is Blue Chips. And there is a character, Tony, who's the best player, right? Who was actually one of the senior members before they bought the other three guys.
Oh, yeah.
And he gets caught on point shaving. And they go back and they look at the tape.
Watch that movie again.
And they were like, wait a second, no, Tony wouldn't do that. Tony wouldn't do that. And the next thing you know, like, what about here? What about this? And like it reminded me of the Rozier highlights. It was unbelievable.
It's actually pretty funny.
In fact, so fast forward. So the guy who wrote Blue Chips is a guy named Ron Shelton. He's a legend, right? Like he did. White Man Can't Jump and Bull Durham.
Were you involved in that movie, Anthony?
Blue Chips? No. But so Ron and I'm working on a project. I'm praying every day that it happens. But I'm working on a college football show with Ron.
Yeah.
Modern day. Like we just started. So I just sent him. Like we have a group text of everybody that's working on the show. And I was like, I sent the video to the group chat and said, hey, Ron wrote this years ago in Blue Chips. It's the same montage that they showed Tony in Blue Chips that basically thrown a game. It's unbelievable. But the tentacles, listen, when you open Pandora's box, we're all a part of it, right? Like, we do this show and, and unfortunately you have that league and, college is even another thing, but the props, and you saw it, the props make it, I don't know how long props are going to be with us. I mean,
Anthony, you make such a great point there because you listen, and I'll admit, like, if I could be objective, even though it would hurt my business, I can't even tell you how much. But they really should not be legal because in reality, it lends itself to insider trading 24/7.
right.
Like even let's just say, I'm going to give a stupid example. A head basketball coach is out to dinner with just a friend or whatever, and he just makes, oh, how's the team doing this year or whatever, and he makes a comment. You know how they say like BC before Christ, this will be BEI before Embiid injured. BEI, Embiid was still good at this point. Joel is going to be out tonight, and he's not going to play next game. No one knows he twisted his ankle or whatever. You could take that information and truly do so much stuff with it, even if there's no malice from the head coach. He's just casually saying something that he had no idea. You know what I mean? He's not even thinking about. Who cares if I tell some guy that a guy's out? But all this stuff can easily happen. I got to tell you a funny thing. Did you see?
And then there's Chauncey Billups.
Well, I saw the whole thing with Terry Rozier. The guy goes, he caught someone else in a scandal too, and they showed Russell Westbrook just shooting threes. Like making a joke, Russell Westbrook just taking shots.
The brick. Yeah.
I have a question for you, Anthony. Everyone knows Anthony Hardaway and Shaquille O'Neal. Who was the third player they bought?
The third player between Shaq and Penny?
In blue chips.
Oh, it was Matt. It was the white guard. He was a white player.
Forward.
What? Yeah, but he was a shooter though. Like he was a six, 7, 6, 8. Yes.
Went to Indiana. That's the hint.
No, I know it. I know the guy. I always want to say Matt Harpring because he reminds me of Matt Harpring, but he's not Matt Harpring.
Good name from the past.
No, he reminds me of him because he's like a 6, 7.
Yeah.
He's oh my! I can picture him with the tractor.
Yes.
The father, and he had the girls. He came out to the campus and he was looking at the girls.
Oh.
What was the? Give me the initials.
N is in Nancy.
N with
6'8".
Right, and
the Nancy. Played from 1993. He graduated in 93.
What's the first initial?
N is in Nancy, then O.
N-O. His last name starts with an O?
No, N. N is, you got Matt right.
Oh, yes. Okay, I got you. Because I thought it was Matt. Matt. Oh my God, it's going to drive me nuts.
The game, like $25,000 pyramid.
Matt. Oh God, I could picture.
If I was a mean person, I would just let you think about this forever, and you could.
No, don't tell me. Yeah, don't tell me, Matt. I know it, man. I know that. I could see him. I could picture him. He had the shoulders. I could see him.
That's exactly right.
The father.
Do you want his character name in the movie? Would that help, do you think?
No, I know the character, so I don't even need to know the name of him. You got the name?
I got the name,
yeah. No, oh, God, Matt. All right, like table it for the rest of the show. Let me think about it, all right?
Okay.
All right?
You got it,
I'll
man.
make sure it'll come to me at some point. I know, that's what happens. Matt, all right, dude, don't say nothing, all right? I love this stuff. It's where, it's a shame because we're such sports nuts, right? Like this is what we love, and I hate to see it, dragged through the mud. You got, and of course they to sensationalize it, you throw the mafia in there, right? Like that'll sensationalize things. Of course, it's always got to be, you always got to have the mafia in it, right? It's crazy. All right. Let's get started. We're now going to go through all the games and all the props. I mean, this is what we do. So let's do it, man. We got a game tonight, my brother. We got a football game. Aaron Jones going to play tonight. Vikes and Chargers right here at Parks Chargers 3.5, buddy.
Yeah, Anthony, to me, I was surprised this line came in as high as it did. At first, I thought it was because maybe Carson Wentz wasn't going to play. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing for
Yeah.
for the Vikings. Maybe it would be a silent upgrade. But I don't think this line should be 3.5. I thought this line should be closer to 3. What are the Chargers? Again, the Chargers have Superman at quarterback, but the rest of the team, they have some decent receivers, but the rest of the team is just not that great.
The problem has been
Vikings
protecting
fan. I think it
him.
goes over the total.
You know?
What's that?
The problem's been protecting Herbert.
Oh my God, it's been horrible. Yeah,
they can't protect him.
Been awful. They can't protect him. They cannot protect him. It's been a disaster for. It's not ending. What are you going to do? I mean, again, it's either there's nothing you can do. That's the team. I mean, they lost Slater before the year, but I think Herbert. This is the best I've ever seen him play.
Yeah.
Just watching.
Yeah.
I think he's been ridiculously spectacular.
Yes, he has.
If there's any player in the league, I should go that far. But just the rest of the team just hasn't been there. Vikings, I got to tell you something, Anthony. And you know what I would say, like in life, like, look, it's one game. We talk about DJ Edgecombe, but the Sixers, I'm sure, would have taken Dylan Harper too. One game, I'm not overstepping anything, but I'm pretty sure right now, if they were offered Dylan Harper for DJ Edgecombe, they'd hang up the phone.
Right.
Sometimes the best things that happen to you are the trades you don't make, even though you think you're going to get something done or whatnot. Those are the best trades you think you can get or whatnot. And like Sam Darnold, like they let him go, which I got it. I truly got it. I would have done the same thing. But I believe if the Vikings had him, instead of being 3-4, I think they'd be 6-1, 5-2.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right, buddy. I do. Yeah. I think you're right. Really so you like Minnesota tonight? Is that right?
I do. I mean, I get 3.5. I mean, it's how I feel about it. I think it's a tick too high. Listen, all these things, Anthony, all these games, all these plays are always so tight. It's always it's thin differences, and that's all you're looking for is a thin difference. And that's what this is. I mean, I think the line should be closer to maybe 3. We're sitting at 3.5. And that's what it is. I mean, so I think the line's a tick too high, and like that's how I see it.
So you like and in total
I like the dog. I like the dog. I think it's a tick too high.
And you like the over.
I do.
Yeah. I could say it.
I do.
I could say it. I could totally.
I think. I mean, when I look at this game, I think both teams can score, and I don't necessarily trust either defense.
Yeah. Listen, I feel you. They're back in. Minnesota's back end vulnerable. We saw it last week with the Eagles, and we saw them guys get lost in coverage. So, I could see that. I could see a couple big plays to Quentin. Right, Johnston. I can see, I could see Minnesota just scoring. Right, so if Minnesota scores, it's going to be a track meet.
Yeah, I mean, I just think it's a little bit too low of a total for. Again, I don't trust necessarily either team to get stops here. That's just what it comes down to. I don't trust either team to get stops. I think that we're going to have. Again, it's total sitting right now at 44.5. It was 43.5. It's funny. It did go through a key number, Anthony. Again, it's a shame because at 43.5, I definitely thought maybe it merited a bet.
Yeah, 27-17. That sort of thing. Sure.
Exactly. 30-14. There's a million different.
Yeah, 44 is a big number. Yeah.
16 different things, but I do lean over, and again, I think it's about the launch for me. And I will say this, from a prop point of view, I think Aaron Jones will be involved tonight. I think he's going to have a pretty good game. I actually think he's going to play, and I think he'll be involved. And I do think Kamani Vidal, I bet over 55.5 yards. Here's the thing. Against the Colts, they fell behind by a zillion. and he was the only guy got a carry. The week before against Miami in a post game, he got like 20 carries, had 100 yards. Minnesota's been very pedestrian against the run. I think he should get at least 15, 16 carries. He needs to average 3.5 yards a carry. They have no one else, Anthony. When I say no one else, they lost Najee. They lost the first round pick. Who's the guy from North Carolina? Who am I?
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They lost him. They lost the guy from Michigan. Hassan Haskins, who was the first string, but now is the third string. So now it's a fifth string guy off the street, right? I mean, so to me, I think that Vidal should at least get his carries. If he doesn't get the yards, that's on me. But I don't think the Vikings have a great run defense, and they are the favorite. I always like taking a prop on the running back, Anthony, when I have a favorite.
Yeah.
Because why? Well, they're winning the game. Typically, at the end of the game, if you're winning, you should get more BS carries to take the clock off. So maybe if you're sitting at 48 yards with and they're up by 10 points, maybe he gets 3 or 4 carries they normally wouldn't have if they were team trailing.
Yeah.
So always get there.
Yeah, I like it. All right, let's move on to Sunday. Bills 7.5 over Carolina.
Yeah, Anthony, for me, and I laid 7 on the open, but I'll even lay 7.5 here. I don't think Carolina is real. I think they're
I know.
a 4-3 team that's closer to an 0-7 team.
Yeah,
that's my opinion. Buffalo, obviously, listen, just 2 incredibly disappointing results in a row. But I think this is the spot they win by double digits. I just don't respect Carolina here. I think Buffalo wins this one by margin.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not a Carolina believer either. I think you're right. I'll take the Bills pretty hefty. I think it's a Bills line. Now, it appears that Lamar will play, and so the Ravens are back to being a favorite. 6.5 against the Bears.
Anthony, I bet it. Listen.
You took the Ravens, right?
I did.
I love the Ravens, to be honest with you.
The Bears, out of all the teams in the NFL,
they're a $3 bill.
The best I think the Bears are the fakest team in the NFL.
Yes.
Most pros have them as a 0 in their power ratings, which is net neutral. Like Tennessee may be a -10. Most people have the Bears around the 0. I have the Bears at more like a -3. I think the Bears are a clear below average team. I'm just not there on this team. I think Hale has been atrocious. I think their defense stinks. I think they have a great coach. I love the coach. I think Odunze is a decent wide receiver, but there's not much about this team I like. I think this team's done it with mirrors and some smoke too. But I'm not a fan. Now again, the Ravens, I mean, God, you talk about a fall from grace, but I think with Lamar and getting some of those defensive guys back, I think they put up call it 34 points or so. Would lean over as well in the game.
Yeah, I'm with you, man.
I think the Ravens are screwing the mid-30s themselves.
Yeah, I'm completely with you. I love the Ravens. I do. I think the Ravens roll in this game. I think you're going to see a big day from Henry. Having Lamar back is a huge deal. I love Derrick Henry, whoever his props are this week.
Anthony, I could not agree with you more. Derrick Henry to me is like a no-brainer. He should absolutely have a massive, massive, massive game. I'd be stunned if he doesn't. Him with Lamar versus Lamar, God, he has to probably be the happiest guy in the entire team, right? I mean, because without him, he's kind of been neutralized just because of for a million reasons. The game flow, they fall behind. It's easier to stop them when there's no Lamar there. But Anthony, credit to the line makers. They're not stupid. You know what they made his over under this week? After the last couple weeks, it was 60. What do you think it is this week?
I'll say it's 76.
90.
90? Wow.
Yeah, I mean, there is no.
Wow, that's a huge jump. Wow, look at that. They tax
free
you.
Lunch.
Wow.
They tax you.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
Wow, that's wild.
Tax you.
That's crazy.
I was looking at that, but I'm like, I can't do that. I want to do it.
90's hefty though. That's a big number. That's a bet. anything under 80, like I thought, because I thought it would be in the mid-70s or whatever.
It's just too high for me.
Cleveland and New England. The Patriots are 7.
Yeah, you can actually get some 7.5s here, and I took 7.5. I did actually. It's mostly 7 now, and it's 7 on the park side. I like Anthony. I like Cleveland here, and by the way, you're talking to someone who has very big ticket on the New England Patriots at 15-1 to win the division.
Wow.
Okay? I bet that. By the way, for everyone, Anthony, last 3 years I've hit my 3 biggest long shots I've hit. I will tell you it's before the season starts. NBA, Toronto Raptors 45-1 to win the division. That'll pay for nice something in life. But I think the Raptors are a very live bet to win that division for everyone. But I think the Patriots, this game scares me for them, Anthony. I like their team total under 24.5. I think the Browns defense is arguably the best in the league. I think it's really good. I think it's going to be a hard game. I think it's going to be a really hard game. I think this is going to be one of these games, like kind of the way we saw the Denver against Giants, where it's just, no, Giants obviously came back, but I think it's one of these games where they're going to be in the fourth quarter, like, oh, shucks, man, this game. I think it's going to be a hard game for them to win, let alone win by margin. I think it's going to be a close game.
I like it.
I really do. I thought
I agree.
Closer to like 5.5.
Yeah.
I think Cleveland's a good, bad team. Very good.
Yes.
Team.
Yes. Because you got a defense, you got a good coach. You scheme around the quarterback. I don't think New England's that good.
Under.
Yeah.
I think the under 24.5 is the best play because is it possible that the New England wins the game like 17-3?
Right.
17-6.
Yeah.
20-10. But I did take the 7.5. But I just don't trust. I don't trust New England to score.
Yeah.
I really don't. I think it's going to be hard for this team to score.
All right, Miami and Atlanta. I think the Dolphins are just horrific. So I would lay that all day.
Yeah, Anthony, I did the look-ahead line. I was able to lay 5.5. I even laid 7 earlier today. I laid more on 7. Now 7.5. To me, again, even at that number, it's, again, if you want to take Miami, I'm going to give you a number, 1-800-GET-HELP.
Right, yeah.
I can't do it.
No.
It's funny, Anthony. Bad teams. It's interesting, and it's almost like a badge of honor. I feel like from some of these people who do it professionally, and I just, no offense, I laugh at them. Like the Titans have been the sharp side like 7 straight weeks in a row. I'm like, oh, you keep losing your money betting the quote unquote sharp side.
Yeah.
Sometimes these teams are just really bad, and the market's not catching up to how bad they are.
Right.
I'm not saying Miami's Tennessee. I certainly don't think that, but it's a bad team. And they may have quit. The coach is on thin ice. If you're investing in them, I don't get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Devin Achane, though, will have a good game. His rushing total is, I think, 60. I don't trust Atlanta against the run. So I will say that, like, from a prop point of view, and I think the best way for them to win is doing that. Atlanta's a bottom 5 run defense. I actually do think Achane should get, like, pretty big run and get, like, 17 attempts or so. And if that's the case, I just don't if he doesn't get his.
Yeah, I agree. Plus, you might want to do all-purpose yards with him because he catches the ball so much out of the backfield.
He should be everything. Yeah, I think this will be one of his better games. That is what my senses are telling me. I think it'll be one of his better games.
Giants and Birds. Birds 7.5. It's been vacillating between 7.5 all week. This is the revenge game. Giants coming off of an awful loss, right? I got
to tell you, Anthony, what are your thoughts? I'm curious. I've never asked you about this. What are your thoughts on Brian Dable as a coach?
I'll be honest with you. I'm shocked that he's that bad of a game manager.
Okay, thank you. All right, that's all I want.
He was horrible. Why are you throwing the football? There's 5 minutes to go in a game, right? Before the game gets goofy, right?
I'm so glad you said this.
So Denver just started using their timeouts. Why would you throw the ball? And you got no receivers. It's not like you got some trusted receiver and the veteran quarterback that, you want to go for the dagger, which sometimes I get. But in that situation, with that team on the road, with those players, how do you not run the ball and play? The game's over.
Anthony, I'm so glad. It's funny. Me and you, well, maybe you can because you actually break down films. But I can't like call a game. I can't say, okay, do this play off tackle, and because this guy's blocking that way. But conceptually, what I think you're great at, and I'd like to think I'm pretty good at too, is okay. Let's look at this particular team. What do we need to do conceptually? Do we need to run the ball? Do we need to pass the ball? Do we need to be aggressive? Hey, that's why analytics to me. The biggest mistake people fall into, they look at a stupid chart and they treat it like it's the 11th commandment. Like, this is right.
Yeah.
Not looking at the game situation.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe
I agree.
Some analytics said, okay, run, you pass here. But just use your noggin. Use your common sense. And you see that stuff. And I say to myself, how is this guy that bad of a game manager? And we don't.
And he's actually a good coach. Like, he's a good football coach, if that makes sense, but he can't manage a game. Like, sometimes you get a guy that's really good X and O, but they can teach the game and they can coach the game.
By the way, Andy struggled with that forever and a day. Andy Reid.
Yeah.
Struggled with that forever and a day, the game management stuff.
Part of it was Donovan,
he got better
though.
and better over time. But there was
part of it's the quarterback. Part of it was McNabb and.
Well, you should probably have a secret podcast. Maybe when Andy's 6 feet under, I hope that's not for 50 years. But you maybe say, by the way, here are the untold.
I'll tell you one quick story, which is great, and it's really, it is what it is, right? So it's after the Jacksonville Super Bowl.
Did he like him, by the way? Did he like McNabb? I mean, was he? I guess I don't want to say.
I think he liked him. I think, I don't think he didn't like him, but whatever. I mean, you can read between. Like you would be frustrated if you coached him, right? Like Like the guy had a cannon of an arm, but no touch, and mechanics were always all over the place. And he was great when he ran. Like he was the precursor to a lot of what we see today. But
he'd be great in today's game.
But you got to be able to run it until you can't. You're not a pocket guy. Like there was a time when he thought he was a pocket guy. Anyway, that Super Bowl, I'm with him. This is like fast forward to March, like the end of March, and he's prepping for the draft. And I'm doing a big story. I was with him down there.
Before T.O.?
Well, yes. This is after T.O. This is after the Super Bowl.
Oh.
The Jacksonville Super Bowl. So they lose to Jacksonville, right? And then it's the off season. So it's March after they lose to Jacksonville. So we're talking about the game, right? We're going back over it, and Brady kept hitting the backs right against the blitz, right in the teeth of the blitz. Remember that? We were talking about Spygate and all this other stuff. But I go, ultimately, what's the difference? He goes, you don't know what the difference is? They had 12, we had 5.
It's fair.
And that was right. And that was right.
That was right. Yeah.
He had dialed up, I'll never forget, he had dialed up a perfect play. Perfect play. It was a deep shot. I guess it was to Westbrook on a wheel route.
He's my favorite player. I love Westbrook.
Anyway, it was a deep shot. He had it what? So McNabb just missed it. He missed the throw. So he comes off the field and he's like, yo, what happened, man? Because when you dial up the perfect play, this is what we don't see, right? Like we don't know that you dialed this up, right? Like you get everything, right? You get the look you wanted from the defense. You got the protection, right? So the quarterbacks, the route has time to develop, right? All these things have to happen. So he goes, what happened? And McNabb says, the wind took it. He's like, the wind took it? What? Oh, my God. Anyway.
Oh, my God. It's right. I got to ask you a question. You said Westbrook. He was like one of my all-time favorite players. Who do you think was a better player? Brian Westbrook or Tiki Barber?
Westbrook.
Who did get a better career? Maurice Cheeks or Brian Westbrook?
Maurice Cheeks. That's awesome. Now, I like Westbrook better. Like Tiki was a terrific runner. You know, nobody ran. B. West ran pass routes almost like
He had no weakness.
the way Gibbs runs a pass. No running back runs a pass route the way Gibbs runs a pass route. Like,
what do you think's better, Gibbs or Bijan?
Gibbs. And I love Bijan, but Gibbs is better. Gibbs is the most dynamic player in the league.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
The most dynamic. He's the greatest player in the league. He's so good because he's such a great pass catcher. Now Bijan's good out of the backfield too, and Bijan's a great runner. But I love Jahmyr Gibbs. I think Jahmyr Gibbs is the best player in football.
Yeah, but to me, Westbrook was a guy who had really no weaknesses as a player. To me, he was. Like,
he also used to pick up the blitz. Like, you know, he would pick up a blitz. He was a great player, Westbrook. Great player.
I love him. Like that. But that was a great situation when they had Deuce.
No, dude, he loved Brian. Because remember, Brian's playing at Villanova, right? And he sandbagged the whole draft. He had
third round.
Yes, he sandbagged the whole draft.
Yeah.
That's another underrated thing where Andy knew how to draft.
Oh yeah,
he knew how to draft.
He was phenomenal. But I did think it's funny. I always used to argue with my Giant friends, Tiki Barber, but Tiki obviously had more yards.
Yeah,
and was a great player. But I thought
Westbrook was a better player. Better player. More of a home run hitter. Right? And if he had the carries, he would have had the yards. He just didn't get enough carries.
It was a great era, man, with him and Buck Halter and
oh yeah.
Bruce, man,
Buck was an underrated player. He was
I'm sorry, I don't get off topic, but do you think Saquon Barkley, Anthony, I'd like to get your opinion. Do you think it's offensive line related, or
yes.
do you think something with him is not the same as it was last year?
No, it's offensive line related. They're not. The interior part of that line is really banged up. Like, I mean, we see guys in and out of that line, right? Like, you know, we see it. And this week's the same thing, right? Like, what are you going to do at center? So there's a chance they move.
The ball a lot more, Anthony. I don't know if you agree with me.
What's that?
I think they should be passing the ball a lot more.
As long as Jalen's under center.
Version of them,
yeah.
This version of the Eagles, which again,
still got to be able to run it. Here's the one issue. I agree with you. I love the fact that Jalen's under center, and I think that helps the whole offense. And I know he embraced it, so I give Jalen a ton of credit. The offense has worked so much better with him under center, and especially the way it is now with this line. The line is tough. So you're going to move. My guess is they'll move Landon to center, right? And then put Pryor at guard. That's what EJ and I were talking about today. And I think that's kind of how you would play their line. But I do think it's all line related with Saquon.
Well, Anthony, the thing that as an Eagle fan, everyone listening, what I think you should give everyone hope. The LA Dodgers this year didn't have Ohtani for the first 4 months. Glass now missed 3 months. Snell missed 4 months.
Yeah.
They're all back for the playoffs. Guess what?
Yeah.
Their ERAs for everyone it's like dumber and dumbass. Like 0 and less than 0. None of these guys give up a run.
Yeah.
So if they get these guys back for the playoffs and they're healthy at the end of the year, this will be like the Tampa Bay game from last year.
Totally. Yeah, listen, I agree with you.
That's what you got to hope for.
Yeah.
That's the hope.
So you order birds this week?
No, Anthony, I cannot lay. So I didn't bet the game.
Right.
I didn't bet the game. I think the Birds will win. I really think they're going to win. But the Giants, Anthony, again, I see Dart, and maybe this is way off on my part, but I see him as last year's version of Drake May, where I think this guy's going to be great. Now Drake May's becoming a mega superstar. I'm not saying Dart's necessarily become that.
I love Dart. I love Dart.
They make plays.
Yeah.
I think they're winners, and I think that he's.
And listen, he comes from Ole Miss, man. Where that's a pro offense. Lane Kiffin. I'm with you, man.
I think the guy's a winner, and I think
I like it.
You said it, Anthony. When I said I like the Giants for the year, you said, Brad, you're way off. Russ is cooked. You nailed that. You were 100% right. They were DOA with that guy. But with this guy, with Dart,
Oh yeah, he's legit, man.
I gotta be honest, this team should be. They should flat out be 5-2. They outplayed Kansas City. They outplayed Dallas. They outplayed Denver. They lost all 3 games.
Yeah.
But they're a good. Again, we talk about good bad teams. I think they're a good bad team.
Agreed.
And that's why I cannot lay 7.5 points with the Eagles. I just can't do it.
Okay. Anything you like in that game at all?
I will lean Giants passing on the total, although I honestly probably lean over if anything, because I actually think the Eagles will have a lot more success offensively. I felt like that last game was a product of a lot of things that went against them. They got that, not a pick six, but it was more or less a pick six.
Yeah.
Jalen missed the guy wide open. I feel like the Eagles could have scored 30 in that game. They didn't.
Yeah.
But I feel like points were there to be scored. I think the Eagles will have success offensively, which is why I'm not going to take the Giants in the game. But my favorite thing would probably be over 43.5.
Okay. Flacco against the Jets. Ha ha. Speaking of laying it, my God.
This is one, Anthony. You know, it's funny. I called all my buddies. I'm like, I may not be the sharpest tool, but I go, Cincinnati laying 2.5. If this line's not over 3, I'm retiring from sports gambling. And I made a big investment on them laying 2.5, 6.5. I thought that opening line was just dumb, and now it's gone up 4 freaking points. So,
oh my God, it opened at 2.5.
I laid it. Yeah, I laid 2.5.
God bless you.
Yeah. Hopefully it.
I mean, come on. I mean, that Jet team is trash.
I got to tell you
Trash.
something, Anthony. When you watch the games, and I got to tell you something, it's very interesting. When I watch Joe Flacco play, he may be 114 years old. He's still, it's like watching a golfer like freaking like Fred Couples play at the Masters. He's 65. He's still hitting the ball 275.
Yes.
He can still.
He slings
throws
it.
the ball as nice as anyone.
Yeah, no, his arm is. It's like he could come out of the crypt, and the arm is just full of life. I mean, it's a great arm. I love Joe. I'm a big Flacco guy. He's from here. He's a great dude. I just love him, and he's the best.
To me, Anthony, I cannot lay 6.5 points with the Bengals. While I thought 2.5 was too light, sure, and I was like that was my big thing. There's no this line less than 3. 6.5 is a different bet. It's a different bet completely. That being, again, I'm not backing the Jets again. And by the way, everyone watching, all these season win totals I post each week, I've been betting. I just have to tell this story real quick. Before the year, I bet the Jets over 5.5 wins. It's a pretty big bet. Thought the Jets were going to be decent. They started off 0-5. What do you think their season win total was after 5 games?
3.
5.5.
What?
My buddy goes, if you were in a coma, and you woke up, you made the biggest bet of your life, and the Jets over 5.5, and then you wake up, oh my God, where'd they go? They're 0-5. Oh my God, what am I going to do? Oh, Brad, don't worry about it. The Jets over under still 5.5. I was unloading Brink's trucks betting the unders. Like, I don't know who makes these numbers sometimes. I'm like,
that's crazy. Yeah.
And then they lost. I bet I'm under 4.5 big.
That's nuts. That's nuts.
How's this team going to win? Whatever. But
good for you, brother.
That's a great way to attack these things. Is betting some of these season win totals. They still revert back too much what the previous number was. In my opinion. The Jets are really, really bad. And what Woody Johnson said, I hate to say it, I don't know, Anthony, if you saw it, it's just accurate.
Yeah.
Fields can't pass the ball.
No, he was killing Fields. Yeah. I'd rather have Mrs. Fields throw. I used that line earlier.
Yeah. I do like my Fields cookies.
Yeah. Texans and Niners. Texans are 1.5.
Yeah. Interesting game. The Monday night game, I got to tell you, I think they're on bye week this week. I just have to say, and I keep saying, Anthony, I bet it 2 weeks ago. I bet it last week. I bet it again this week. People always ask me, Brad, who do you like for the Super Bowl? Give me something. And I'm always like, there's no value. There's no value. It's been sucked out. There's no value. You got to trust me. Seattle and me, if you ask me right now today, power rank the NFC, I would say Detroit, if healthy, I'd put 1. If healthy. I'm putting Seattle, too. You may laugh me out of the building. You laugh me out of the building. I see it. That's fine.
I'm not laughing you out of the building. I would never laugh you out of the building. So I respect you too much I just think it's, listen,
You don't trust the
I'm
quarterback.
bullish. I like them, but I like Green Bay
Their odds,
better.
Anthony, they're still-
I like other teams better. I
here's
don't
the
like
thing.
their run game. I love Smith and Jigba. Their defense is good secondary. It's decent.
Anthony, decent. Their defense has been their defense has been, again, Tampa Bay, I guess, had their way with them. That would be the argument for you. I think their defense has been spectacular. I mean, like, spectacular. Who besides Tampa, who has done anything against this team? Who's even? I don't think many teams have done much. I'm trying to think off the games off the top of my head, but I don't think anyone's really moved the ball against them. I think their defense has been quite good. And now, again, the argument to me would be Sam Darnold did the same thing last year through 16 weeks. Week 17, the glass slipper went away, and against Detroit, he laid, forget an egg, he laid 20 eggs. And then in the playoff game against the Rams, he was the golden goose for the Rams. He couldn't do anything. So maybe he's just one of these players that can't handle the pressure in a big spot. But again, I see a very vulnerable Eagles team. I see a Green Bay team. While I do like their defense, Anthony, there's something about that team that just hasn't done it for me offensively. San Francisco to me is whatever. I do like the Rams, but here's the thing: the Rams are like 5-1 to win the NFC. They're 13-1.
No,
close enough.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the Rams. Like, I don't, but I can't share your. I mean, look at who they played, dude. They lost to a beat up Niners team. They played the Steelers, who have no offense.
No, I'm talking about Seattle. Oh, Seattle, you mean?
Yeah, I'm going through their schedule.
Oh, yeah, they did lose to 49ers.
All right, they lost to the Niners. They beat Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh stinks. They beat the Saints. Saints stink. They won it at Arizona 23-20. Arizona stinks. They gave up 38 to Tampa. Jacksonville blows, and the Texans, who stink, scored 19 points, even though there's a late touchdown.
Well,
I mean, I gotta tell you.
Also, like they had 5 turnovers.
Like I look at that team and I go, who'd you play?
I mean, I guess I would say. I'm just saying off the top of my head. Then who do you think is good in the NFC?
I completely disagree with you with Green Bay. I think Detroit is way better. Like, if I'm power ranking the conference, I got Detroit 1. I got the Green Bay 2, the Eagles 3, just off the top of my head. I like Tampa because they're going to get healthy. I love Tampa. I like what else we got? I mean, Seattle could slide in somewhere around there, around 5. I don't like the Rams. I'm not the biggest Rams guy. Listen, I love the quarterback, but you're too dependent on him. Kyron Williams is an overrated back.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, who's dangerous? I hate to say it. They got no defense, but the Cowboys aren't bad.
Yeah, I gotta. You are right about that.
I mean, like if you matched up Seattle and Dallas, I got to tell you, I think it would be a good game.
Yeah, but you could say that with Dallas with anyone. Because Dallas is like one of those, like, Anthony, they think guy has a puncher's chance.
Yeah, because their offense. Yeah, I agree. No, the thing that surprised me with Dallas was, how well Pickens has slotted in, how well they were able to navigate the loss of CD, and Javonte looking healthy. I thought his knee was shot, and he looks good running the football. And you got Ferguson. Dak's getting rid of the ball. Sean Iver's done a great job. I laughed at him, and he gets the ball out. 3 seconds. Boom, boom, boom. Ball's out. He's got Dak playing great football. Kills me to say it. Now, their defense blows, so, it is what it is.
They're not going to do anything. But, yeah, I actually do agree with you, Anthony. You know what's funny? Jerry's hubris and just saying, I don't care about, I'm going to make my team better, and getting rid of Micah Parsons. That trade could have really cost them potentially Super Bowl these next few years. Is that an exaggeration from me or no?
No, I agree with you.
They have the number 1 player in the league.
They don't have a pass rush.
Nothing.
Like, their back end's not bad, but they got no pass rush. So I'm with you. Yeah, pass rush. You You got a
At least you
shot.
can maybe get a turnover. Right, and on that sack, maybe you get a turnover.
Right.
I mean, that's the
No, I'm with you. So back to the Niners Texans. Who do you got?
Yeah, Niners. Look, for me, it's actually again, the Texans to me. It's funny. I was asking I go because we're going. I'm visiting him, Anthony, next week. We're going to see the Chargers against the Titans, and I'm like, God. I go, Carson. I go, Titans. I go, that has to be the worst team ever to watch in person. I go,
Yeah.
sucks I have to watch now. He's like, Dad, you know? He goes, I agree. Because the team I even like watching less. Ooh, it's like the Texans.
Yeah.
Because they are boring.
Yeah, they are.
They're just the worst team to watch. And I was like, watching them on Monday night, I'm like, oh my God, they are the worst team to watch.
Yeah, I agree.
That being said, 49ers banged up. I have to trust that. Although Nico may not play, but I have to trust the health of the Texans over the 49ers. 49ers, they keep doing it with great coaching staff. I think the Texans win the game. Not betting it, but I do think the Texans find a way to win a close game.
All right, Tampa and the Saints. Tampa 4.5. Banged up Tampa.
Yeah, well, it's funny. I took 6.5 at the open with New Orleans. I thought this line should have been closer to 4.5. This is where I think the line kind of should be sitting, Anthony. I have a bad feeling on Tampa Bay, Anthony. I know you said you love them, and I respect your opinion, but to me, this team, I look at them and I say they've had a ton of injuries, a slew of injuries, right there with the most in the NFL. I know you're like, oh, they're going to get guys back. I'm sure they will, but they also lose Mike Evans, who's, honestly, been the most consistent receiver in the NFL the last 10 years. That's not an exaggeration. Chris Godwin didn't really play all year. Now, Buka's been a tremendous pick by the organization, but they've missed Bucky Irving almost all year. And it's funny, if you watched the game last week, that was the first time I've seen Baker look like Baker pre-Tampa Bay, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. He was throwing the ball like Wilt Chamberlain was his wide receiver. Every ball was high. He had no accuracy. Because he's getting banged up, getting the beat out of him every single week. While I think the Saints are a bad team, I think at home they play somewhat respectfully, and I think they keep this one close. I say Tampa Bay maybe even wins this one outright. I think it'll be within the 4.5.
Yeah, it's a bad spot for Tampa. Bad spot for him.
Yeah, off that Monday night, I think it's a tough spot.
Yeah,
and I know Tampa Bay is better.
You're right. I mean, this is the any given Sunday kind of game. Yeah, I'm with you. Dallas and Denver, Broncos 3.5.
It's interesting, Anthony. Every person, it's like, oh, how they like everyone likes Dallas +3 on the opening. Everyone that, and I said, I go, I bet you this line goes to 3.5. I go, I don't agree with that. I think this line's actually going to go up, not down. And it has gone to 3.5. Look, I do think Denver's the better team here, and I think they'll win a game. But Denver's not a fun team to take because the quarterback is extremely maddening. In some ways, it reminds me of. I'm not going to say it. But the quarterback can be very frustrating to root for. Defense is obviously good. Solid running game.
I know where you're going.
The total opened at 49.5. I kind of like the over, but now it's up to 50.5. Still an over because, Anthony, you said it. I don't trust Dallas' defense at all. And I think Dallas will score anyway. I think Dallas will score their 24 against, I'm not going to say the 85 Bears, but I think they're going to score against more or less everyone. I think Dallas will score their points, and I don't trust their defense. Not going to touch the side here, but I do think Denver will.
Yeah, I like Denver in the game. I think people are going to look at the Giants. Oh, the Giants should have won. Denver should have lost.
Yeah.
And I just don't think Denver will get stopped. I think Denver will move the ball, and Peyton's going to play it differently, right? Like, the other issue they have is they can match up in the secondary with Dallas's receivers.
Sure.
So,
absolutely.
Because you got great corners. I like Denver. I like Denver a lot in the game. I think they cover. I think they win this thing by a touchdown.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, they certainly can. Again, I think Denver's a solid team. By the way, another big future bet I made from the Bears this week. I did bet the Chiefs minus $1.25 to win the division. Very big investment.
Yeah. It's smart. They're going to be awesome. Yeah, they're going to be awesome.
And I think I'm getting on the train as it's the movie when it's going up now, and I think it's going to stay that way for them.
Yeah, I agree. The Colts Titans. Here you go. Here's your Titans. Colts 14.
Again, here's what I'm going to say. For all the, and listen, I'd like to consider myself one of them, but the quote unquote, the smart money will be on Tennessee. Well, I'll say, okay, you go ahead and do that. And by the time you're opening your 7-Up or your beer or whatever,
it's 21-0.
Jonathan Taylor 9 for 83 and 2 touchdowns in the first quarter. Oh my God, it's already 14-0. I didn't even get to sit down and eat my opening.
Exactly.
I just
yes.
I actually bet the Colts line 14.
I got news for you. I think it's brilliant. What's their first half line? Like 9.5?
It'll probably like 9.5. Yeah.
Yeah, I would take. I would definitely take the Colts first half. I'd be all over the Colts. Colts could have destroyed them. Inside,
Colts, they haven't punted all year.
Yeah, no, their Colts are legit. You're right. No, I'm with you.
And Tennessee, I mean, listen, I'm rooting for Cam Ward just because I think.
Yeah, we love him. I love him too. I love the kid.
So hard.
Yeah.
So I'm rooting for him, but whether it's him, whether it's the personnel, whether it's the coaching staff, whether it's all three, that has just been. I mean, dare I say, it's making them yearn for the days of Will Levis.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been awful.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really, really, really bad, Anthony. So, if anyone wants to bet back the Titans, okay, go ahead. But, I mean, it's not going to be me.
The Sunday Nighter is a great one. It's the Rodgers revenge narrative. And the Pack is a 3-point favorite in Pittsburgh. I know everybody's going to be on the revenge narrative of Rodgers. I think all day. I think that's the sucker side. Give me the Pack.
It's funny. It's funny you should say that. A few people in this industry, I really respect their opinion, and if I think something, and if they're going opposite of me, I evaluate what I'm doing. I'm like, all right, do I want to fade a guy who I really respect, who I know can pick size at 54%? Do I really want to do that? Or say, you know what, there's other games for me to attack as opposed to being stubborn. When the lines opened, one of the big games I bet was Pittsburgh +3, and a couple people I really respect. Very exactly what you said. This is going to be the square. Everyone, that wasn't it for me. I didn't think. I can be honest. When I did my handicap, I forgot it was actually Rodgers going against Green Bay. I didn't even think about that. I just have not been impressed with Green Bay. It was more of that for me. Even though I know Pittsburgh's not that good. Doesn't mean to explain to me. But they were like, if this gets to 2.5, we're going to bomb Green Bay. And they like Green Bay, and I think they think Green Bay is clearly the right side. So I got off my position, made myself neutral. But my initial instinct was, when I made this line, I'll be honest, I made it more like 1.5.
Wow.
I have not been impressed with Green Bay, and again, maybe they've been playing possum, and maybe they're just big.
Well, I mean, let's go through the exercise, right? Because we just did it with Seattle, and you saw, kind of like who they played, and let's analyze the Packers. So Green Bay, hang on, let me get it up here, their schedule, who they've played. All right, so Green Bay. You start off, beat the Lions early, beat the Commanders early, lose that ugly game against Cleveland, tie the Cowboys 40-40, beat the Bengals, sleepwalk through a game against the Cardinals. And
the Cardinals, I got to say this about the Cardinals. I used to the Cardinals stink.
I hate the Cardinals. I do. I like it, although I do like.
They're good.
As long as Murray doesn't play, I like them.
Yeah, they played better with percent, and they just played. You just said you ranked Green Bay second, and they played Indianapolis the week before, who I know played well. They played both those games down to the last play of the game. So I'm just saying, I don't know if they're god awful. That's all.
I just don't like them. I don't like the quarter. I hate Murray.
I don't like them either.
I don't like their run game. There's nothing I really like about that team. I think the defense is okay. But I look at Green Bay and listen. Truthfully, I think if the Eagles get healthy, I like the Eagles better than Green Bay. But I do like the Pack. I do like that team. I think Golden is starting to get better, like integrating the offense. I do. I like him. I love the coach. I think. Anyway, I love him on Sunday night.
Yeah.
And I'm one that I would always root Steelers, especially AFC, NFC. Like I'm going to root Pittsburgh. Yeah, I got a buddy of mine who's a major Steeler fan. I love when he does it. I don't know. There's something about the Steelers, and I like their fans, and I just like them. But
good enough for me.
Whatever. But really, it's a root against because of the conference. So I'll root against Green Bay, so Green Bay loses. So when it comes to the Eagles, come down to it, right? So,
yeah, makes sense.
But Packers, I think the Packers roll this game. I think they win, and I think it's like, 27, 13, 16. Like the game's decided.
The dirty little secret is Pittsburgh's defense stinks.
I know.
That's the thing.
I know.
It's kind of like Eagles' offensive line, right?
I know. It's true.
For the next 15 years, Pittsburgh had a good defense. For 25 years.
Yes.
Last 25 years, the Eagles had a good offensive line.
Yeah.
Back in the day, John Runyon days, right?
Yes.
Ray Thomas. It's been 25 years, literally.
Yeah.
No exaggeration.
You're right.
And same like the Steelers' defense. And they both hit this wall
yes.
at the exact same time.
Yeah. No, you're right. All right, and then the Monday night game is the Chiefs and Commanders a battle of the backup QBs.
Yeah, I mean, Anthony, and here's the thing. I mean, this line, it opened so low. I mean, again, it was before like the injury news. It was 5.5, and I guess I told you I thought it was really
right.
low. But now, again, you're really getting taxed. You have to play with Mariota. You have to play right now on the park side. You have to play 12.5.
But isn't Mahomes out?
Not interested in that. What's that, Anthony?
Isn't Mahomes out?
Mahomes out?
I thought I read something and Andy said Mahomes.
No.
Unless there was some sort of.
No. What's his name? Jaden Daniels out.
No, I know that. I knew that. I thought there was some injury.
I haven't heard anything.
To Mahomes.
I don't think was that. I haven't heard. Let me see.
I mean, I'm literally the line. No, it says he's fine. All right. I don't know where I saw that.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
No, he's fine. No.
But I am reading that they may be missing rookie left tackle Josh Simmons and guard Trey Smith. May not play.
Yeah.
But listen, when you look at Washington, Anthony, right now, I mean, you talk about a team that's barren of talent.
Yeah, I didn't like how they built it, man. I really didn't. I didn't like how they built it.
I think what happened was, Anthony, I think because of last year, and I get how it happens, right? You're a bite away from the apple, right? You're that close, and you're in the NFC Championship game against the Eagles. Like, oh my God, we're right, we're right there, and they really weren't. I mean,
right.
they credit to them, they got there, but it was obviously a flawed team with a bad defense, and they really were not just quote unquote one player away.
Yeah.
And now again, they've been some unlucky with some injuries. Let's be honest, McLaurin hasn't really played. Obviously now losing Daniels. I will say this: I did bet Mariota over 23.5 rushing yards in this game. I think he will be having to pass quite a bit.
Yeah.
And when the guys drop back and pass, the only way I think they'll have any success, you're going to laugh, is if Mariota gets his 45 yards rushing the ball. And I think he'll get at least 24.
All right, let's go to college quickly because we're running out of time, and I want to get through some of the college with you. Friday night, I don't know if you like. There's really kind of not any good games Friday night. You got Vatech, Cal, Nevada, Boise. There's really no good Friday night games.
It's a garbage game.
Yeah. There's a game that leaps out off the page. I mean, seriously, Virginia's going to destroy North Carolina. No?
Yeah, it's funny. North Carolina last week, Anthony, had their. I mean, that was the best they played.
Yes.
They actually played well. They fumbled I want to say it was like the 3 or 4 yard line.
Now going up against a bad team in Cal.
Yeah. But what's crazy is that Virginia was playing Washington State, and they were favored by, I don't know, it was a lot. It was a big number.
Yeah.
It was in the 20s, I believe. And Washington State really played them really tight.
Yeah, they did.
And I think they won on a safety, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
yeah.
I I well, I do think Virginia's going to score and win here, and I would lean Virginia. I'm not going to touch it. I'm
All
not
right.
going to do it because that game last week scared me, spooked me a little bit too
Yeah,
much. And the
that's
fact
fair.
that North Carolina played their best game, Virginia played their worst game,
Yeah.
it's a pass for me.
Oklahoma Ole Miss is a great one. Big noon kickoff on Fox.
Yeah, it's funny. I think this was a game. Remember we talked about was it last week? Remember the USC Notre Dame game? I was hoping the line would come in lower, and I was going to take Notre Dame. The same thing here. I was hoping that Oklahoma was going to be a really tiny favorite, and I was going to bet them here. They were not a tiny favorite. I thought they were going to maybe be like a 3.5. I was kind of going to lean that way. The line's at 5.5. Again, my gut tells me they're just going to win this game by a touchdown, but I just could never. I mean, my power ratings had this just lower. I'm surprised the number is as high as it is. But I wanted to take Oklahoma, but I think their defense will have success, but I can't do it. I just think the number's higher than.
No,
but I lean under in the game.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah.
That
53.
Been that good.
Yeah.
And the total was total's 53. I don't think it's maybe 2 points for this.
No.
Those games have played in more like the mid-30s.
It's actually a pretty bad card during the
Horrible.
day. It's not fun. I mean, the best game, the 3:30 game, Mizzou and Vandy.
Yeah, it's just,
Your Vanderbilt Commodores.
Yeah.
Vandy's 3. What do you think of that game?
Listen, look,
Screaming Mizzou, no?
It's funny. I got. You hear me bitching all the time about unlucky loss. I did get a lucky win on Saturday. I had Missouri in the second half, laying a half point. They're up by 3, so I needed 1 by 4. They should have lost the game flat out. Somehow the game went to double overtime. And they won by 7, but I was not impressed with Missouri at all. Vanderbilt. I think Vanderbilt's legit good. I think Vanderbilt covers this game. I bet Vanderbilt.
Okay, good. All right.
The right side. I think this line will go to 3. Right now you play 2.5. Now I'll say this: if you like Vandy, bet it now. If you like Missouri, I'd wait. Because I think come game day, I think we're going to see 3s.
Okay. All right. I like
Looking at my
it.
screen right now, there's already some 3s up there. So
All right.
I like Vandy laying 2.5.
I mean, I'm scanning the Bet Park sheet here, and I mean, you got Texas, Mississippi State. I would lean Mississippi State in that game.
Has there ever been a more disappointing player than
Arch.
Manning?
Yeah, I mean,
from what they thought versus what he is.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little. I want to give him some time. I'm curious if he comes back next year. I hear you. He's not.
Anthony, you're not allowed to live in Philadelphia and say that.
I know.
You don't give anyone time. You know that.
I know. I'm a time guy. I believe in time.
One day or you're done.
I know. I don't know. TCU at West Virginia is bad.
West Virginia's garbage. Yeah, it's. I mean, that line. I think TCU will win the game by, double digits for sure. But I'm not going to lay that many points for them. But I do think West Virginia's really bad.
The best game of the day is LSU A&M.
That or the Vanderbilt game.
Yes.
Actually.
Yes.
Because actually, that thing. Maybe I'm just biased. The LSU.
LSU offense is ugly.
It's now up to 3 on Parks. I'm actually going to bite and probably bet LSU.
Yeah.
I was waiting for the 3.
This is their Super Bowl. You can't lose this game.
Yeah, this is.
You lose, you're out.
And you know what Brian Kelly's record is in night games?
No.
19-1 LSU. 19-1.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it makes sense.
Listen,
Baton Rouge under the lights.
I'm sure they're still holding out hope. This is one of these. I already could picture the locker room. All right, guys, we have 2 losses. We win this game, though. We win this game. We're right back there.
Yeah.
We're right there. Everything's good again.
Yeah.
We just got to win this game.
Yeah.
And I think it's a game that can be gotten. I truly believe that. And, I think that they have a real chance to win this one. I think they will win this one. Again, I'll I'll take the 3, but I don't think I'm going to need it.
Yeah, I'm with you. Anything else you like on Saturday?
No, again, I told you I bet Vandy.
I would look at Utah
I
against
like
Colorado. I like Utah. Utah's not bad. I like the quarterback. He's not.
Utah's not bad, but again, a huge line. You're laying
13.
touchdowns here.
Yeah.
Again, not a game I'm personally want to get involved with. But Colorado's actually. It's funny. Colorado. I bet their season win total under this year. They've actually been a little better than I thought, but Utah is obviously is a good team. Again, not a game I'm personally going to bet. It would need. If you like Utah again, I would do it now. Line's 13 and a half. You can go to 14. Games are passed for me.
All right. Now let's look as we continue the sports equinox, the World Series. Dodgers, Jays. Friday night it kicks off. Tomorrow night, game 1 of the Worlds. I love the World Series. I love the pomp and circumstance of it. I love the World. I watch every World Series. I love it. How do you can you make a case for the Jays?
To win 4. Look, here's the case for the Jays. It's baseball.
Yes. Yes.
Just that alone. I'm not counting Colorado and the White Sox. Okay. Outside of those two teams, the worst teams in baseball win 40% of their games.
Yeah.
It's not basketball. We win 14 games when they never win, or they lose 24. Man, the Sixers tanked.
Yeah.
Anthony with Michael Carter Williams, they lost 33 in a row, whatever it was.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen in baseball. So even the worst teams have their day, and it takes. I've read from a mathematical point of view, it takes the best. I think 27 in baseball for the better team to show themselves.
Wow,
So
that's awesome.
Best of 27. This is the best of 7.
That's a World Series, baby.
From a mathematical point of view, it takes the best of 27 for the true team in baseball to show themselves. That's why, again, these short sample sizes, people treat it like that's just the way it is. And I get it. You're grading, that's your final exam. You're grading on that, and that's that. But to me, I look at it kind of differently. It's like, well, that may not have been the way it should have been. But for me, Anthony, do I think Toronto has a chance? I do. I don't think they're drawing dead. I think that they have a very good defensive team. They're scrappy. They don't strike out.
No, and Dodgers strike out a ton. They don't strike out. And listen, that lineup, that's a fearsome lineup.
It's funny. I made one of the best bets of my life, but I may not maybe scratch. But I read he was going to play, but I took Bo Bichette, I think at like 28-1 odds to lead the World Series in hits. He's led the league in hits like 3 times the last 6 years. I'm like 28-1. I'm like, oh my, are you kidding?
Yeah.
The guy's like, led the league in hits every year. But I'm reading now that Schneider's saying he may not even play. But anyway, I think they absolutely have a chance. I absolutely do, because they put the ball in play. It's like in golf. If you don't hit the ball in the water, you have a chance to not bogey, right? Because you're not in the water. You don't have the ball in the rough. You have a chance to not bogey because you're on the fairway.
Yes.
When you hit the ball, you at least give yourself a chance of an error, a hit, anything. But when you strike out, it's don't pass going. You're not collecting your $200. At least with the Toronto team, they make you really fight, and because of that, I think this is arguably Phillies. I thought were the hardest out for the Dodgers.
Yeah,
no question. But I think Toronto's the second hardest.
I do too. I agree with you.
I think it's a tougher matchup than Seattle.
I agree. Listen, I was all on Seattle, but man, but you're right about them. You're right.
Seattle had 13 strikeouts a game, and they wouldn't have won. It would have been a 4-1, 4-0, in my opinion. In fact, they just swept them the last 3 games of the year. But to me, this. Again, I actually think that they're a scrappy, plucky team. If I had to pick, I'd say Dodgers in 6, because I do. You can bet over 5.5 games. I think on the park site, laying about $1.40. I do think they'll win their 2 games. I really do. But to answer your question, Anthony, I absolutely think they have a shot. To me, it's in this series. It's going to be basically Blue Jays or pass. I'll probably like the Blue Jays, Anthony, much more in the games than Dodger Stadium. I'm not going to pay for home field advantage. It'll be like a 50-cent swing. I'll take the extra 50 cents on the road gladly. buy the home field like when it's worth that much. But to me, again, it's going to be Blue Jays are passing basically every game.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I think they got a puncher's chance. Listen, you and I saw
Remember the Royals
Dodgers and A's, right? There's no way. Yeah, there's no way in the world. I thought. I'm sorry. There was the Reds. Who was?
No, you got it.
Right.
It was Dodgers. No, they were on. No one thought the A's could lose. They were like a massive favorite.
Yes. That Eckersley. Right.
They were like a massive favorite.
Yes.
And then they had Oral Hershiser, and it was like nothing.
Yes.
It was Hershiser and like nothing. Mike Scioscia. It was Mike Sharperson. May rest in peace. Like there was nothing on that team. Maybe John Shelby. I mean, they did nothing. I'm trying to even think of that team. That's a good question. Who did that Dodgers team have that won the World Series? They had no hitting, and Oakland was the Bash brothers, and that's a perfect example about baseball, though. In a short sample series size, anything can happen.
Yeah, and Eckersley was unhittable coming out of the pen. The Dodgers had that Dodger team. Wow, that's great. Who was? They had one guy.
Can you read any of their players, Anthony? Can you read any of their players?
Oh, the Dodgers. Let me look it up.
Don't look it up.
Oh.
Don't look it up. I'm trying to say, don't look it up.
Oh, Raul Mondesi. I know Raul Mondesi had to be one of them in right field. Raul Mondesi.
No. The Mondesi was after that. This is 1988, dude.
I know. I was at a wedding, and my buddy Bobby was getting married. He was very young, and I was watching the game in the bathroom on a little TV. I saw Eckersley. So Mondesi wasn't on the team.
No.
80s.
I'll read you the starting lineup real quick.
Wait.
Scioscia.
Okay, Scioscia was the catcher, right? First base. God.
First base. This is their team. The guy at 223 with 8 home runs. Franklin Stubbs.
Frankie Stubbs. Wow, Franklin Stubbs.
Steve Sachs at second.
Yeah, well, Sachs, yeah.
Sachs was good. He was, although his OPS was horrible.
Yes.
I didn't know he was that bad on base percentage guy, but he stole bases. Alfredo Griffin hitting 199 was a shortstop. Jeff Hamilton was third base, 236 with 6 home runs.
Jeff Hamilton?
This team was horrible, man. John Shelby, 263, 10 home runs, 715 OPS. All they had was this. They had Mike Marshall, who was okay.
Right.
277 home runs, and Kirk Gibson won MVP, one of the worst MVP seasons of all time. That's relevant to 270, 290 with 25 home runs. That is one of the worst lineups. It had to be the worst lineup in baseball history to win a World Series.
That is a heinous. Who was the outfield again?
It's John Shelby, Mike Marshall, and Gibson. Now, again, Gibson was great.
Yeah, but he was right.
Shelby
the knee. Yeah.
Marshall was average. Shelby was below average. The infield, though. Scioscia was horrible hitting. Stubbs horrible. Sachs was. I didn't know how bad he was. OPS and batting.
Wow.
I thought he was at least. There was no one good.
No.
His team was just horrible.
Heinous.
I mean, just utterly atrocious. Wow. But you know what? Again, Oral Hershiser, Anthony, was just absolutely like amazing. You know, he what do you have, the 59 scoreless innings, and he carried it on to, into the season, into the postseason. But yeah, he won. I mean, he was just
oral surgery.
23-8. And then they had Tim Leary had a really good year. Tim Belcher had a really good year. So they had 3 starters that all.
Yeah, you're right. I remember the A's. It was the A's. The A's were mighty. The mighty A's.
The A's were great. The A's they won the World Series.
They had pitching. Yeah.
Yeah, didn't the A's win the World Series 2 years in a row?
Yeah.
No one, they won 104 games. No one thought they could lose. They had McGuire in his heyday. Canseco led the league in home runs. Dave Henderson had a tremendous year.
Yeah.
Carney Lansford had a oh my God.
Carney Lansford.
Really yeah. Don Baylor, he was still hitting home runs for them. And then, they just were a really tough team. And then pitching-wise, they had, I think they had pitching-wise. They had, I think Dave Stewart, Bob Welsh. Bob Welsh won 17 games. Dave Stewart won 21. Storm
Smoke.
Davis, remember that?
Storm Davis, yeah, played for the Padres.
And Dennis Eckersley, of course, won the Cy Young.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, my brother, that's going to do it for us for tonight.
Matt Nover.
Matt, no, you beat me to it. I was going to say it.
Matt Nover. Oh, you motherfucker.
Literally was about to say that, and he beat me to it.
Matt Nover. Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. I would have got it. Damn it. I forgot about it.
I know you would.
We were doing all this stuff, and I forgot about it. Damn it. A lot of fun as always. Don't forget, like all this stuff that we do, you can play on the BetParks app. All right, so download it right to your phone or this incredible sports book, which is awesome. But betparks.com is all your details. You get up to $1,000 casino bonus back if you're down in the first 24 hours because you have casino play. You have all the props, all the sports. It's the sports equinox. Have some fun with it, man. Enjoy it. Have a lot. We love it. We talk about it all the time. It's our only sports book that we'll talk about, which is the BetPark Sportsbook app. You got to be 21. You got to be in PA, New Jersey, Michigan, Maryland, Ohio. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, Brain. Great stuff, my man. Always, we love you.
Appreciate you. I think you're the best.
Thanks, pal. Here he is. Thanks to Andrew, who produced. Always great job, Andrew. We'll see you in the morning. Right? Football Friday. So we'll see you in the morning. Everybody have a great night. We love you. See you then.
We all silly like the mayor.